Hello and welcome to today's live stream video. Today is April 15th and I am so excited because I just figured out how to set a live in advance. So what I want to know is, would you tell me if you were able to see that my live stream was going to be starting at 3:30 today? You guys are all helping me through the learning process here of YouTube, so let me know. I would really appreciate that. And today I am going to be riding Blossom, and I'm also going to be bringing Nocona in today. I think I'll probably ride her too, or at least do some groundwork with her. So, and good, I'm so glad you guys got the notice. That's really awesome. So I messed around with it a little bit. What I was expecting is for it to be automatically come on, but it didn't. So my phone shut off when the timer went off, which was kind of weird. So I got to figure that out. But hey, I'm getting there, guys. Someday, maybe I'll be techie. What do you think? Do you think I can do it? Okay, so I'm gonna grab, pardon me here while I'm trying to fiddle with all my stuff. So you're just gonna have to deal with, you're gonna have to deal with this nonsense until I get this figured out. Here, let's look at horses. Let's look at Blossom's ear while I'm trying to finagle putting the halter on her. Someday I'll get good at this stuff too. If I could just get something where I could maybe wear my camera, that would be ideal, I guess. Okay, so I have to tell you guys, so I spent most of the day playing with my new computer. If you're watching yesterday's video, you know that I just got a MacBook Pro. It's an older version, but it is in super awesome condition and has everything that I'm gonna need and is way more advanced than what I was using. So I'm super excited about that, but I got a lot of it figured out. I'm not sure, it's gonna take me a little while to get my editing software and all that figured out. Come on, Nellie, move your big butt. Get lost, get lost. So yeah, I got the computer. So let's talk about my plan a little bit, and that is, as soon as I get, so I managed to get my, oh darn, now I gotta do this one-handed again. Hold on, guys, sorry. I just need somebody to follow me around with the camera. That'd be a lot easier. Get to Stella how to do it. Oh, there, you guys can sit there for a second. Can you imagine what my neighbors think? They see me out here talking to myself. So funny. Okay, so anyway, I managed to get all my photos synced over, and I have 15,000 photos. All right. We're gonna have some dead space here. Excuse me, Blossom, you can't go in there. We're gonna have some dead space here. You guys aren't gonna be able to hear me until I get up to the arena. So I got 2 horses, a dog, a camera, a clover. We got lots going on today. Okay, and Stella is going to harass my horses while I'm trying to lead them, guaranteed, because that's what she does. And it's like, she knows if I'm not paying attention to her, she uses that as her opportunity to find her own thing to do. So yes, I have over 15,000 photos and videos on my phone. Oh, Lucy, thank you so much. That's awesome. Lucy just super chatted 20 bucks. First one of the day. It's wonderful. And I'm huffing and puffing already through this snow. You'd think that I'd be in decent shape at this by now. Okay, I'm gonna turn you guys around so you can see what we're doing, where we're going. Okay, Stella, lead the way, girl. All right, everybody, dark in here for a few minutes. Well, come on. Come here. Sally. I'm so happy that you guys could join me today, and it really makes me happy to know that you're enjoying this. I do have some people who have commented, and they're just really not a fan of the live streams, and I totally get that. So if you're used to watching shorter videos, you're not a big fan of the live streams, just know that I will be posting my shorter edited videos on the weekends. So that's when I'll get caught up on those things. So you guys will still be able to see everything that's happened, you know, in the past. So I like to share everything. So it's not just about what's going on now, but it's what, you know, happened then that I want to show you guys too. So, and now that I have a computer and I can go through my old external hard drive and all the old photos and videos and stuff off my phone, I can give you guys a lot more really cool stuff. And so far today, I was able to just do some of the edits that I need to do on my YouTube videos. And I was about 75% more efficient using the new computer. So I was super excited because it saved me so much time just to do those simple little things. The laptop that I had was really archaic and just not efficient at all. So I'm super excited about that. So I'm gonna go get brushes. Oh, Doxy, thank you so much. I'm so glad that you've learned so much from my channel, and I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, I appreciate that. Hey, Michaela, wanted to let you know that I did get your card. Thank you, it was awesome. And maybe I'll do, in one of my videos, I'll do where I show everybody things that I've received and stuff, so everybody can see how cute your card is that you sent. So, all right, I'll be right back. So we have Jackson. I can't talk. I had too much coffee today. Jackson, the cat, is right behind the camera. So, and Lila's ready to be up here, and then Stella is running around here too. So there's a lot happening, so I apologize in advance if they decide that they need to knock the camera over or anything something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and start with a shedding blade. I'm just gonna brush them both real quick, but I'll go ahead and answer some questions about Blossom after I get going on her. Not much hair coming off of her today, so I'll leave it. We'll find a place to lay down. The good thing about all the snow that we got is the horses are relatively clean, so that's good. Because now they're not laying in the mud and poop. They're laying in the snow. Now, notice Blossom stopped eating. Blossom absolutely loves to be brushed. She will stand perfectly still. Okay. So somebody says, is that camera getting my good side for Blossom? All sides of Blossom are good. Blossom is pretty darn fantastic at all angles. She's got great, she's just built so nice. Everything about her is just lovely. I just really, really like everything about this horse. I have to show you guys this particular dandy brush, or bristle brush, some people call it. This particular one, I have had since I was probably in middle school or high school, and I'm gonna be 40. So this is my favorite brush. Look at how nice this is held up. And it's the perfect size. I love like a shorter brush. Some of them are so long that they're really hard to if you have smaller hands, and this one is my all-time favorite. Absolutely love it. So I'll leave it. Okay. Oh, I gotta do Nocona too. And Blossom, today with her, I'm hoping to rasp her feet. I trimmed Nocona yesterday, if you're watching the end of the video yesterday. School, is that how I say it? School just commented. I'll also show you Blossom's feet, because some things I want to show you about when you trace. I'll show you Blossom's feet. The monster is huge, and he's very afraid of the dog. But anyway, so Blossom, I managed to get her feet trimmed the other day, but I did not rasp her. So I just took my nippers to her, and I'm gonna rasp her hopefully today. If I can get around to it, I will. So is Nocona in because of the cold? No. It's 30 something here today. And actually, I'm a little overdressed. I'm kind of warm. I could have gone with probably a fleece and a vest today instead of this thinner winter jacket, but that's okay. So no, Nocona's in because I'm gonna ride her too after. So I'm gonna give her a good workout. But I'll show you her feet in just a minute. I want her to relax her leg before I'm going to put it down. She's got it kind of tucked up. I don't like that. So I just wait until she's just kind of pulling on it a little bit. There's tension there. When she fully relaxes it, there we go. Then I set it down. Stella, leave it. Stella, leave it. Stella, leave it. Okay, so you guys want to see feet. Let's look at feet. So oh no, Kitty, don't chew on that. Kitty is chewing on my cord. Stop it. I'm gonna show you Blossom's feet. Now, she gets a product called California Trace, and I really, really like the product, and it's for the horse's feet. So I'm going to show you. There was a period of time, let's see, a horse grows a new hoof every 9 months or so, approximately. They completely grow out a new hoof. So think of like your fingernails, and it's the same thing. So the horse's hoof will tell you about the horse's diet or changes in their environment, okay? So there was a period of time for a couple months where I ran out of the California Trace and I just didn't order more of it for whatever reason. But then I started giving it to them again. So they've been on it again now for a few months, probably 3 months or so, maybe a little longer. But I'm going to show you, so you guys can still hear me. But here we go. Here's Blossom. Now, I'm going to get, there's a little bit of dirt here, but here, I'll just wipe it off. Can you guys see how, okay, so right about here, this is about 4.5 months ago, okay, middle of the foot or so. So right here, from here to here, look at that growth versus this growth. Now this isn't just dirt. There is some dirt on the feet, but these are cracks in the hoof. So like I said, I had ran out for a couple of months. So look at the difference. See how this is all nice down here? And then we've got this band. This is a couple months worth, probably 3 months I was out of it. I wish I had actually written it down. And then this is all the new growth. So this is very, very clear that when they're on that California Trace, you can see the difference in the hoof growth. This is a much healthier hoof up here than down here. And I can see this in quite a few of my horses' feet. The horses that have white feet, you can really see it, okay? We're gonna take a look at Nocona's feet too. I just trimmed her yesterday. And Blossom's other front foot is black. So see, it's harder to tell. You can see it be right here where it's got, but you can see the line. You need to get. All right, so here's Nocona's feet, okay? And Nocona is pretty notorious for having these cracks, all right? So she's had these forever, but you guys can hear me okay now. I'm not gonna be able to show you that because of the location and where it's at. I can't get good enough service there to show you the rest of her feet. But you guys get the idea though, that it's just not, sorry about that you lost me. But, so anyway, there's nothing I can do. I can't show you over there right now. But anyway, we'll get California Trace. You can order it, californiatrace.com. Yeah, Becca, I think so too. The snow and just the location period. So it seems like if I keep my phone elevated a little bit more, it works a lot better. And actually today I may try putting my phone on the tripod so you guys can see from a different view while I'm riding. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm gonna go ahead and I gotta show you this cuteness first. They're cute kitties. So, Michaela, you keep asking me about the video you sent yesterday, and the thing is I don't really like to critique other people's videos on, I don't mind, I watch, Michaela had sent me a video that was pretty, it was somebody being attacked by a horse, and I think that there's plenty of bad things that everybody sees that I don't need to go through and talk about that, I guess. But I do like seeing those things, so if you have a video that you want me to see and want my thoughts on it, you're welcome to send it to me. But I don't like to talk about them on my channel at this time. So, all right, I'm gonna go get Tack for Blossom, and then we'll go out and ride. I have 4 cats, Kimberly. using a 5-star saddle pad. This is my all-time favorite saddle pad, and I have a link to it in the description below. And this is a McCall Lady Wade saddle that I had custom made to fit me. Leave it. Stella, you need to go. All right, I'm going to grab my bridle and lock up my dog. Come on, Stella. Stella gets locked in a stall while I'm riding, just so she's not harassing any of the horses. I like to be around when she's out and about, because she thinks it's her job to move them at all times. And Nocona, as you can see, she's out of hay in her net. But that's totally okay. I expect her to stand out here and be quiet. She doesn't need to have food in front of her face all the time. And she certainly doesn't need it. So, as you can tell, she's a little round. So, let's go on out into the arena. I actually have... All right. Blossom. Honey. Blossom has only been ridden one other time since, let's see, I rode her last week for the first time, gosh, since probably December, I would say. So she's had quite a bit of time off. So when I rode her the other day, she was a little bit sporty. She was still a good girl, but she was definitely excited. So, oh, and today she's like, oh my gosh, what is that white stuff over there against the wall? Oh my gosh, I've never seen that stuff before, she says. It's terrifying. What is it? You see how she's kind of pushing her butt towards me? So I have to make sure that she doesn't do that, because that's not allowed. Oh my goodness. She says that stuff is so terrifying. I swear I've never seen it before in my life. Horses are silly like that. She's just not used to seeing snow in piles in the arena. So for her, that's pretty terrifying. Horses are just like that. I mean, it's not that she's like, she's not thinking right away, oh, it's just snow, it's no big deal. She's thinking, what is that? Horses are very aware of change. Anything that is different, they notice. Okay, so I just give her a moment just to kind of get settled. She just needs to know that it's okay. We're gonna go over to my little setup here. Let's see, hopefully I don't drop anything. We've got like a crack here that kids a lot of times will set like their phones and stuff up on there, and we've had to tear apart the wall a couple times to get stuff out. So I don't want to be the one to be like, oh look, I just lost all my stuff down the crack. Blossom is a quarter horse. She's an American quarter horse, and she is registered. Okay, now let's see, guys, where I have my tripod set up, I should be able to, let's see here, I should be able to have it here. Oh, look at that. Ta-da! She is a buckskin. She's a buckskin. So now I just don't have a shelf or anywhere to put this, and I don't want it to land in the manure bucket. Let's see. I'm gonna get creative here. Bear with me, guys. There. Okay, I think that'll work. Can we see most of the arena? Let's see. There. So now there'll just be a small area that you guys won't be able to see, but it's pretty much where the viewing room is anyway, so you're really not going to be able to see much over there. So yeah, Blossom is a buckskin, and she is, I think, 10 this year is my thoughts. I'm pretty sure she's 10. Blossom is very green. I've had her for, let's see, I've had her for, I think it'll be 2 years in June or July. And I had her for an entire year before I even rode her. I really did not have time for her, and she's just one of those horses that just kind of came along. She was boarded here, and I ended up buying her from my boarder. So, but she is a fabulous horse. I really, really like her, and she's very athletic. She's really fun. She's sensitive. She's smart. She's sweet. She's just really like the full package. So I like this horse so much. And I started riding her last July, the end of July, because I was on my way to a clinic. And when I went to this clinic, I was planning to take Nocona and Ona, and then we brought Petra and Nellie, because my friend Katie rode those 2 horses. And so it was fun to have 4 of my horses along for that clinic. We went all the way to Illinois, and it was, I don't know, like a 12-hour drive or something, I think, for us to get there. But so I brought Blossom because Nocona came up lame like 3 days before the clinic. So I really didn't have a choice. I had to bring someone, and so she was the one that I chose, and so I started riding her. She had been ridden. She just was incredibly green, like very, very green. So that's kind of her story. So I don't have many hours in the saddle on her. I rode her quite a bit in August and September last year, but we started taper off in like October, November, and then, like I said, I don't think she's been ridden since November or December. I have used her for jumping and dressage lessons. Like, I've taken lessons. She's not a lesson horse. She is my personal horse. And I hauled her, she's been to 2 clinics. So I hauled her to Barb Gerbitz's clinic in Illinois, and then I also hauled her to a Buck Brannaman clinic in September. So we've got some really good quality work, and I don't mind the fact that she's as green as she is, because she really hasn't been screwed up at all, and that's what I really love. You know, there's a few habits that she has, but nothing by any means that I'm concerned about. She's a really good girl. So that's kind of a little background on Blossom. Now, if somebody could comment and just let me know if you could hear me okay with my phone being where it's at, since this is a new spot for it to be. So if somebody could just comment, let me know if the audio and visual is good. Okay, perfect. Great. Thank you for letting me know, Josephine. I really appreciate that. All right. Oh, and you know what? I wanted to Pippa K, you're the one that I was gonna do a shout out, and you just happened to comment just as I was gonna say it. But I believe you're the one that emailed me, and I just want to let you know that yes, I did receive that, and thank you so much. I'm pretty sure that's you that emailed me. So, but it's, you know, everybody's name is a little different on YouTube versus email and stuff. So I just wanted to make sure that that was you. But thank you, I really appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and bridle her up. You guys can, actually I'm gonna do a little groundwork first, sorry. Since she's pretty fresh, I'm gonna do a little groundwork and then I'll bridle her and then I'll get on. So I'll kind of keep coming back and let you guys know what I'm doing. So now, some things to watch for that I've been doing is what I was just doing are some figure eights. So I want her to keep walking, all 4 feet moving. And uh, somebody's asking me, is it legal to play the radio in the arena when you ride? In my arena, it's totally cool. I just can't do that during a YouTube video because my video will become demonetized because I don't own the music. But I don't know if that's what you were talking about or not, but anyway. So what you're gonna see me doing is taking her in figure eights in front of me, okay? So you'll see me step my feet back when I'm doing that just to make more space. There's not enough room otherwise, so I have to step my feet back. Otherwise, I'll be walking towards the horse and always trying to kind of drive the horse away from me. So you're also going to see me where I sort of bring the front end to a stop and roll the hindquarters away. And then I'll back her up and then send her off in the new direction, okay? This lead rope is probably 10 feet. I like 11 to 12 for doing much work. I think this one's about 10. It feels a little short to me, so I like it a little bit longer. And now as you notice, I'm not asking her to trot or canter or do anything. I don't see a reason for that. If I was worried about her, like if she was super frisky right now, I might turn her loose and just do a little bit of the same kind of work that I did with Nocona yesterday, but I don't think that that's necessary. So, or if she were like a fresh horse, like had only had, you know, a handful of rides on her or something, I always walk, trot, canter a horse on the ground before I get on them if they're fresh like that. Now that doesn't mean she's not going to buck me off, because she could totally buck me off. But so what can I do to get them to go more to the outside if she closes in on me? Well, I did that a couple of times, and basically I just want a slight bend in her. This horse has a tendency to get over bendy. She'll overbend laterally, but she'll also overbend longitudinally. So it means she overflexes at the pole and comes down too much. You'll see that when I'm riding her. But so what I'm going to do is if she comes in too close to me, I use my tail of my rope just like I would use my leg to move her off me, okay? So I don't allow my horse to come into me at all. So I don't want them to come into my space. And that's why I do a lot of work with moving the hindquarters and stuff too. So that's the kind of stuff I'm going to be doing. So you can watch for those few things. And I'm only going to do it for a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to bridle her up and get on. So here I'll back her up. I'm going to send her to my right with her right front foot starting just like that. Now there, she came into me a little bit, so I'll work on sending her over. Okay, so again, this is a green horse, and that was a, fair amount of groundwork for, for me to do in a given day. I typically only spend a few minutes on groundwork, and then I get on and then I walk them a bit. But today is a little bit on the chilly side, and it's really good for your horses to have a nice long warm up. So I like to try to walk my horses continuously for about 10 minutes before I start asking them to trot or do anything. So I'm like, well, I'm either going to do that walking on the ground or I'm going to do that walking when I'm on them. And there's some things that I really need to work on with her for as far as groundwork goes. So to be able to do that kind of stuff, I think is really good. So I'm going to go ahead and grab her bridle, or I have her bridle, it's right here, but I'm going to go ahead and, she has like one physical thing that I could pick out about her that is maybe a little undesirable, is the fact that she has no withers. If you're not familiar with what the withers are, it's the bump that they have that connects basically the neck to the back. So it's right where the neck connects, and typically horses have a sizable lump there. And so with Blossom though, she has like no withers. So for her, the withers are important because they help hold the saddle in place. So for Blossom, it's kind of like strapping a saddle to a barrel. She's not chubby by any means. She just doesn't have anything to hold that saddle in place. Like Nika has amazing withers. But the problem is riding Nika bareback can be kind of uncomfortable at times because if you bump into those withers, it hurts. So she's a little harder to fit because of that. And it's not even like, I've got saddles that fit her pretty nice, but the saddle doesn't stay on good. So I have to have the saddle a little tighter than I really want it, just because it kind of will roll. And I have to really be aware of my balance because it's going to shift a little bit. So I do have a breast collar on and I do have a rear cinch on her, and that does help, but I'm always kind of adjusting something. So that is the one confirmation flaw about this horse that I'm really not, a huge fan of, but she's pretty awesome to ride bareback. She has a really bouncy trot, but besides that, she's very comfortable to sit on bareback at least. So I don't know, it's, you just got to kind of look at it and all right, sweetheart. Now, I showed you guys this before, but I'm going to do my little magic trick with the bit so you can see how I take my halter off after the bridle is on. I like to do this. I like to get in a habit of this. I teach all my students to do this because I think it's a good way to prevent bridling issues. I personally do not put the reins over the horse's head when I'm going to bridle them. That's a whole nother video. Actually, I think I have a video about it. If you go into my playlist, I know I have a bridling video that explains my whole process in detail, but if you go to my playlist, I think it's Handling Horses playlist. There's a bridle, and basically that playlist is for anyone that's a student of mine. I recommend that they watch that because they're all videos that I recommend for my students. But anyway, the bridling video, you might find some value in it. Check it out, maybe, see if you like it. But see right there, I was able to just get a little gentle tug on my halter lead rope here to get her to drop her head down. And like right there, I was able to kind of grab onto it and let her know, no, I need you to stay here with me and focus. So I'm just going to wait on her and let her put the bit in her mouth. And she's really wanting to look behind her. All the horses are kind of, they're very interested in what's going on at the back door all the time because the wind will blow it and stuff. So they are always curious about what's happening back there. But she needs to pay attention to me and what we're doing. We're not worried about the back door. Okay, so now I'm going to take my halter. I bring it up into the horse's mouth. And then bring it under the bit. And this works great with a rope halter. You could do it with a nylon or leather halter too, but it'd be a lot in the horse's mouth. So I prefer to use a rope halter to do this. I prefer a rope halter to do everything. And now, I take my reins up over my horse's head. I take my Makati down. Now I've got my lead rope, basically. Here. And I could have done all my groundwork with the bridle, too. No problem. So, because that's the whole purpose of having a Makati rein, is you've got a lead rope attached. So I could have done everything I just did. I could have easily done it with this, but I just, you know, I like to do my groundwork. And I feel like I kind of finish them a little bit better in the halter when I'm doing that. But my horses that are better at their groundwork, it doesn't matter what I'm using. They're responsive to it either way. Now, I really like working with my horses with a stool for getting on because, for one, it's better for their back, but for two, I like to teach them to come over to me when I get on. But today I'll just get on her from the ground right here since I'm here and you can't see where the stool is at. So now my Makati, I run this up through my belt. It is not tied to me. It is just hanging there, and then I adjust it when I get on. Now, I'm going to explain what we're going to do for a riding session, just to give you guys an idea. Now, if you guys are talking about bits, and if you have issues with bits on here, you can go elsewhere, okay? This is how I ride, and I think that bits have their place in a horse's foundation. So anybody that's being rude about bits, you will be blocked from my channel. So, and I'm not going to say that again. I ride in a halter very frequently. I ride in a rawhide hackamore or boselle frequently. And I ride in a snaffle bit frequently. Those are my tools that I use. And I firmly believe that anybody who has educated hands can ride in a bit and get a lot accomplished, and the horse a lot of times will actually prefer the bit over having something bitless. I think a lot of bitless bridles are incredibly confusing, and I think that mechanical hackamores can be incredibly harsh. And so I think that if you're going to come to my channel and complain about bits, you need to educate yourself and you need to go elsewhere until you can learn how to be nice. So I'm going to leave it at that. You are here to see what I'm doing, and okay. So there's a lot of tools for a lot of jobs, and a hammer can be a very dangerous tool in the wrong hands, but a hammer can be a very useful tool in the right hands. Okay? End of story. So I will ride her. I'll give her a little bit of a warm-up. Now, again, she's green. There's a lot of stuff that I need to work on with her. I have ridden her in just a halter, and it got a little confusing for her, okay? So for her, right now, riding in her bit is ideal. Nocona, I rode most of the winter, and I ride her in halter because in the middle of winter, I don't like to put a frozen bit in their mouth. I prefer to ride in a halter because I think it's better. But I'm not going to go riding horses who are going to get confused. I'm going to ride horses who understand what's happening. So I need to be able to work on foundation work with this horse and get her so she's understanding things a little bit better. Now, she doesn't pick up her right lead very well, so you'll see some struggling with that. You'll see me moving around a lot more when I ride her versus when I ride Nocona, simply because it's a lot more work to ride her than it is to ride Nocona. But in the end, she's going to be a lot easier of a horse to ride than Nocona is because she's so much more sensitive and willing. Nocona doesn't have the best work ethic, and she's got a lot of brace in her. This horse doesn't have a lot of brace in her at all. So she's very, very willing. All right, here we go. Now don't laugh at me struggling to get on my horse. I'm short. So I make sure that my Makati is at a good length where it's going to be out of the way. And I tuck it over my horn and I run it through my belt and the tail of it will dangle. Okay? So I'm going to go warm her up and I'll be back in a little while to answer some questions. Now we're going to take her for a walk around, and then I'll be able to answer some questions while we're walking. I think that was a really great second ride of the year for Miss Blossom. She only got silly a little tiny bit. Good girl. and it was nothing to be concerned about whatsoever. I actually expected a little more than that. Okay, so I think I don't like to do a whole lot. Sorry for all the fuss in here. I don't like to do a whole lot when they're just, I mean, she's just getting back into things for the year, you know? So I'm going to swap out my battery here. Whoops. There's a bunch of fuzz in my pocket. So hopefully it still works. There, now I got a full battery. I'm so excited that I got a second one of these. How nice is that? All right, guys, let's go for a walk. Kitty, do you want to jump on me? Is that what you're trying to do? Come here. Well, come here. Come on. The cat's trying to decide. Oh, she fell down. Cat was trying to decide if she wanted to come with or not. She couldn't make up her mind though, so too bad. All right. So now we'll go for a walk together. Bear with me. I don't really know of any way to make this any smoother than I do, but I'm always open to suggestions. So there's Opportunity Knocks Twice watches frequently and always comments and always has such great advice for me. I really love that. So thank you, Opportunity Knocks Twice. You are very helpful. Right here. Lila wants to say hi desperately. She's like, I want to come with you and go for a ride on your shoulder, but I don't. She can't make up her mind. Annabelle's doing fine. The moment that I pulled, like the second that I took Nocona out of the herd, she's been fine. So she's actually pretty high up in the pecking order. So like I said, I was very surprised. So thank you very much, Jay. You know, that's just a basic, oh, you know, something I forgot to do is loosen my cinch up. I always like to loosen my cinch up a little bit after I get off. Especially when I have to tighten it up. I don't like to have my cinch this tight. But like I said, Blossom doesn't have any withers, so her saddle won't stay on. So it's kind of my only option. I feel bad for her, but she doesn't seem to mind. She's a pretty easy going girl. She's a good girl. So but look here's the thing that I love about her too, is look at her little nostrils. They're not puffing at all. Where Nocona is always like heaving, but she's so heavy. And like I said, I cannot get weight off that horse for nothing. It's just really, it is what it is. Barn cats are definitely a very special kind of cat. And this one, she wants to come with. So, but all right, so does anybody have any questions about anything that just happened? About any part of my ride? Anybody have a question? I am totally open to chatting about it now that I'm not on. Nocona is your spirit animal. It's funny, I say that kind of stuff all the time. Ouch, Kitty. She's like, just please hold me. Okay, so apparently I have to hold the cat now. Come here. Well, come here. You got to cooperate. There. Okay. So we got the cat, we got the horse, we got the people. Come on. Blossom, you have to come with us. So, oh, Lucas, that's funny. You have an attention span of a goldfish. I get it. I get it. Yeah, this is a very fluffy kitty. She is so funny. So Blossom moves better on the left lead. She has a hard time picking up her right lead. And so, as you saw, we work on that a lot. And she tries so hard. And it's hard because, she just wants to do the right thing all the time. And I think about a horse like this, some people would possibly kind of get after her a little bit because she's doing the wrong thing a lot, but she's trying really hard to do the right thing. And that's the thing with her. She has such good work ethic. And so she's just like, oh, what about this? What about this? Do you want me to do this? She's just genuinely trying so hard. But some people would look at that as, well, she's just not listening. She's doing the wrong thing, and she's anticipating, and they would really kind of get after her for all that, where I look at it as, this horse is going to be amazing when when she is finished. She's just going to be an awesome, awesome ride. And I'm going to choose her tenfold over Nocona for sure, because she's just such a willing partner. Yeah, I'll do a bareback ride on her for sure. I'll probably get a few more rides on her with the saddle, and then I'll switch back to bareback for sure. So I don't mind at all. Her breeding, you're afraid to ask her breeding because that makes her breedable. I don't understand that question. But Blossom, I don't remember her bloodlines off the top of my head, but she's a quarter horse, and she's definitely a breedable horse. I would breed her for sure because she is just got the best qualities, and I would love to have a foal out of her someday for sure. So not anytime real soon, but but definitely I would do that. So, and somebody else asked how tall Blossom is. Well, I'm 5'3". So I know somebody had commented, they're like, you look like you're really tall. No, definitely not tall. But so Blossom is about 15 hands, 15'1", I would say. So she's really not very big. I don't know what her bloodlines are. So I don't know. I don't know. She's from a ranch in North Dakota, so I don't really know. But I honestly, I don't remember. I've looked at her bloodlines, but I don't remember what her bloodlines are. So, but I'll definitely, I'll do a video again on her. I'd like to do a video on each of my horses, one that I edit, not a live stream, where I just talk about the different bloodlines and stuff, but I'll go over like what's on their papers, that kind of stuff. I think it'd be kind of cool to talk about that kind of stuff. Yes, this is a horse that I took a dressage lesson on, and she's 10 years old. And I also have a jumping lesson. I don't think I've uploaded that video yet though. So that's coming. You guys will see that too. But Blossom is really, she's just a fun horse. All of my horses are not registered. Somebody's asking that, and I have a mix of all sorts of different kinds of horses. Yes, she is foundation quarter horse, and actually her sire is a Cremello, and he is very built really solid and thick. Definitely foundation looking quarter horse, where the dam is very I did not expect her dam to look the way she looked. She's very kind of, nothing really all that eye-catching. She's a sorrel, and just kind of like a thinner build. So it's cool because Blossom really has, now that I've seen her parents, I've seen pictures of them anyway. It's really neat to know that, oh yeah, her head kind of looks like her dad's head, and oh, she's got this part of her mom, and I like that a lot about horses. I like to know everything about their background. So that's important to me. The longer I do this, the more I just really, really appreciate the horses that I know a background on. Yes, Bella, I would be more than happy to do some trail ride videos once we get to where we can do that. So I can't do live videos on the trail, but I definitely could do that. Jean, I think that King is, I feel like King is in her papers. It might have been, I think she might have Poco Bueno somewhere too. So, and my Poco was a Poco Bueno. So Muffin is doing good, Lilia. Thanks for asking. She is, I'll be riding her in one of these videos someday soon too, just so everybody can kind of see how Muffin's doing. Okay, what other questions can I answer? I'm gonna put the kitty down. She's not gonna like that, but. So you need my riding story? I guess I need to know what you mean by that, by my riding story. Like what? You'll have to be a little bit more, specific about that, I guess. Kevin, Annabelle is doing really, really well. She's doing just fine, no problems at all, so. And now I'm gonna tell you guys too, anytime somebody's like, can I have a shout out? I don't do that, so I don't do that. Have I ridden the mule? I have personally not ridden the mule. She has been ridden, she has been driven, but I have not personally ridden her or driven her, and I don't feel like she's ready to do that because I feel like she's still missing a lot of things in her groundwork and needs some more trust work done. So I definitely will ride her. I need to figure out tack for her because I don't have anything that currently fits her without going up on her neck, and I don't have any saddles that would work well with a crupper without making some modifications. So tack is a big concern. Another concern is since she is the way she is, it's not really a good idea for me to be riding the horses that I don't particularly, or horses, mule, whatever, that I don't particularly trust. So riding Sally and riding Ona is just not a wise choice for me to make right now with the coronavirus going on, because if I get hurt, I don't want to end up in the hospital right now. I don't think that that would be very responsible of me. So, I mean, sure, I could get hurt doing anything out here. I could get hurt, I could fall off of my side-by-side and break my leg. You know, I do have a high-risk job. There's a lot of things that I do. I mean, yesterday I moved a massive hay elevator by myself. I could have pulled my back. It could have fell on me. I don't know. But it is what it is. When you have a farm, life must go on. You can't stop what you're doing. I mean, I have animals to take care of and a farm to run. So I've got to make sure that, you know, I have to get those things done. So I'll stick to riding the horses that I know are good, are good to ride. And, you know, yeah, go knock on some wood. I'm going to knock on some wood. Well, Nocona was the last wreck I had, and it was a pretty intense one. So we fell, her and I both fell pretty bad. So, but now somebody else is asking about me doing a riding story. Okay, so I'd be happy to do a video where I talk about that, but I've been riding since, you know, I rode when my mom was pregnant. So I've been riding since before I was born, I guess. And started barrel racing when I was 3, and yeah, it's kind of just been riding ever since I was little. So I'm going to untack her. So we're going to go back into the other room and I'll untack her, and you guys are welcome to, if you're interested in staying with me, cool. I am going to hop on Nocona real quick too, because I am very anxious to move her around a little bit. So, and I don't really want to do groundwork today with her. I want to get on her and ride her. I'm excited to ride her. So that's what I'm going to do next, and I'll just keep the camera rolling. I mean, if you guys are interested, I'll keep it going. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe my phone will die before then. But I know a lot of people have, you know, not been interested in these videos. And I know that some people are very interested in these videos. And the way I look at it, here, I'm going to wait to talk till I get to where I'm not going to lose you. My dog has been so nice and quiet. It's great. But the way that I look at it is with these longer videos, you know, I've got a bunch of people at home who are used to coming to my barn, and they desperately miss the barn and the cats and the horses and all that. And so the way I see it is I'm out here and I don't see a reason a difference in if I'm filming or not filming, you know? And the way I look at it is if I'm filming and I fall off or get hurt or something, at least I've got somebody that can call my husband. So, because people know that I'm needing some help. But Susie, yeah, I basically was almost born on a horse. So that's just kind of how, I don't remember a day of my life without horses. Yeah, seeing what people comment. You know, I'm gonna tell you guys, I really love reading the comments because you guys have a really good way of just being nice, you know, and it's pretty cool. I appreciate that. And you know, I can have kind of a crappy day or something, and I'll go through and just like read some comments, and oh my gosh, it just cheers me up. You know, you guys make me feel good, and I appreciate that. So, and then also too with the emails, you know, a lot of people have emailed me their stories, and I really, really enjoy reading that stuff. You know, and some I've been able to respond to a lot of them, and some I just haven't gotten to yet. And now that I got this really sweet computer, I'll be able to be super fast at emailing, because up until now, guys, I do everything on my phone. So here I am with my thumbs going all day on my phone, and then the next day I'm like, oh, I can't even, like my carpal tunnel starts to flare up. So it'll be really nice to be able to just email from my computer instead. But where I'm going is I really enjoy reading your stories and hearing what you have to say. Clover says hi. Because, and I've learned so much. Oh my gosh, I have connected with a handful of people who are, you know, telling me all about stories throughout their career, and I'm too, and I appreciate everything that people have messaged me and told me about, or funny stories. There's so much good stuff that you guys have sent me, and it is super cool. So I appreciate all of that. So thank you very much for doing that. All right, so Clover is gonna visit with you. Come here. Come here. I'm gonna clean up this manure well before they both step in it. And Clover's just gonna sit and visit. So I think I told you guys before, but Nocona is my pull-back well-tied horse, or used to, and I would say she's 99.9% over that habit. So I really like fixing those kind of problems. And so as you saw, she stood out here so nice the whole time, and there was a little bit of snow kind of falling against the building, and she just did great with that. So I like that kind of stuff. Clover, no, you can't do that. You can't knock it over, honey. Now, the only reason I use a pad on Nocona when I ride bareback is because I want to keep my pants clean. Now, I'm pretty sure that this lead rope is 11 feet long. See, like this? This is what I mean by a brace. I just want her to not pull on me. There, that was good. So what I'm gonna do is, see how this is tied? Hi, kitty. See how this is tied on here? It's just like looped around it. I just lengthen it. Okay, I missed what Rex said. Do I have to scroll back and look at that? Let's see. Okay, I can't find it. Okay. All right. So let's head back out into the arena. And I got full battery. Here, you gotta move. Excuse me, excuse me. See, this is what I'm talking about with Nocona. She's like, you know, a big, and see that, you know, she's not with me all the time, where Blossom is just always right there, ready to be with you. Oh my gosh, so scary. And things are terrifying. Okay. So, did you guys like where the camera was positioned before? Was that a good spot? Appropriate? Was it good? Maybe I'll move it a little bit. I don't know. You guys will have to tell me. 2 horses in one day. Wow. It's typical for me to ride a few horses in a day, but not to film it. Hi, baby. How are you? Tova's here. What you doing?
Coming out.
Coming out?
Daddy said he would walk the puppy.
Oh.
And Daddy said, Bodie can take his clothes out later.
Okay.
His clothes away later. And there's a little one that I dropped on the way upstairs.
Oh.
So he said I'll hold that one.
Oh, that's nice of him.
And then he just said this outside.
Okay. Do you want to ride with me? I just need to warm her up a little bit, but you can ride with me if you want. Or you can go play out in the snow. I don't care either way. Or you can go play out in the snow.
Or can I have a Girl Scout cookie?
You want a Girl Scout cookie? Sure, you can have a Girl Scout cookie.
How many?
2.
3.
2.
3.
2. Final answer.
Huh?
Final answer.
2. 3. Okay, I'll have 2.
Okay. Oh, kids. Kids. All right. I'd like you guys to be able to see the mounting block, but I don't think that's going to work out. Let's see, how much of the arena? Yeah, it doesn't really work. Sorry, guys. I'll get better at this, I promise. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. All right, Tova took off and went for the cookies. We'll see. She might come back. She might ride with me. She likes to ride on Nocona with me. Oh my gosh. Seriously, guys, I need a crew here. I need I need help. I need a whole film crew. I got stuff everywhere. If you saw my setup, I've got the cord for the charger wrapped around some hula hoops that I have hanging on the wall that I used for some, desensitizing type stuff. And I have it balancing there, so hopefully it doesn't fall off there because it'll land right in the manure bucket. Story of my life. Okay. All right. So same thing with Nocona. I'm just going to get on. I'll walk around a little bit. I'm going to have a little ride. And if anybody's got questions, by all means, feel free to ask after that. Okay. But I'm going to hop on, have some fun. You got your helmet? Cool. We're going to have to use the mount. You know what? I'm going to bring the mounting block over so people can watch that process. No, it's fine. Let me warm her up first and you can get on to me, okay? You can go over and say hi. Camera's on. People are there. See if you can read what they say. Or you can ask me questions that people ask. If you want. Do you need help zipping up your jacket?
Yes.
Here, let's get your stuff on first. Okay, this is the reality of riding with your children. Okay.
Someone just commented. What does it say?
I don't know. I have no idea. They're talking.
Can you re-comment that?
No, everybody's kind of talking.
is
They're
like
kind of talking to each other there, honey.
Like an arm and a leg.
Here, no, here. Come here. Okay, but I gotta get. Is it fit or no?
It's tight.
It's tight. Well, I think we might be getting to the point where you're gonna need a bigger helmet.
No, probably because my hat should probably loosen this up.
I did. Okay, let me see.
But I have an itch.
I'm sorry, I can't help you with that. All right, very important to make sure that helmets are fitting properly. I hate to see when helmets are dangling off somebody's head. There.
You're choking me. I'm kidding.
So now, of course, it's not, let's see, Tova and I are going to ride double bareback. So that's the plan. It wasn't planned at all. I just kind of go with whatever happens. So I'm going to get on Nocona, though, and give her a nice
That
little...
thing's covered again?
What? I know, right? All the snow.
Come on, it was just melted like 18 days ago.
Or 2. Okay, there you go. All right. I'm going to get on, quick little ride, and then I'm going to throw her on. So, Nocona's
I'm going to talk.
Oh, boy.
I stole your camera.
Hey.
And also, I still get that computer.
Hey, come here. Come here.
Why?
I asked you to.
she like is holding on to it. Doesn't Lila look as bad as Garfield?
Yeah. Hey, Bodie. Bodie. Bodie.
What?
Look at me. The camera is on. There's a live video going. Okay, so I just want you to be aware, so don't bump it. And
So you can still talk to people?
yep, people are on there talking right now, so don't be inappropriate. No fighting, you two.
Someone's saying something. Hello?
Yep,
Hello?
do that.
Hello? How are you? Hi. Can you talk to people?
Can I?
Yeah.
Yes. But I want you guys to be respectful, okay? You can do that, right?
Can I talk to people?
You can say hi,
Hi.
but I can't like put your face in there and make weird faces and be inappropriate.
Hi. Here's a whip. I'm gonna whip you. No.
Hey, Bodie, you're away from there now. Get away from it now. That was inappropriate.
Hey, Bodie, I'm gonna bury a golf ball, and you gotta try to find it. You're burying golf balls, and Hey, you can't see where it is. No. No. Well, I'm just gonna be dusting. Okay, look, where is it? I'll get it better. Isn't my dusting work? Isn't digging? one that snapped.
I know, but I don't want you playing with it.
Okay. Are you cantering? I love cantering on her.
I know, it's fun. You're pulling down on the reins. I can't escape. I got it.
Okay, you can switch back. Yeah. Okay. Oh, one thing. I need my mittens up there. Okay. Is he walking right for me? Yeah. Yeah. She's not going to give her a smooch. She'd love a smooch. He's so sweet. Except when she's playing.
So, yeah, except for which parts. All right, maybe.
Stay still. No, I'm staying out.
Well, how am I going to get out? You have to get on with me to get out. Go get your helmet.
What if it was double? So if you said you can have 2 Girl Scout cookies and then you can have 4.
No, you're not having any more girls. Yeah, I'm going to go after your questions. No. Go. If you want to ride, go get your helmet, okay? You can have one in the house because you don't like the ones that are up here.
Yeah, I do.
The mid ones?
Yes.
Oh, okay, go for it. I just tucked your head in them. Just go. Just go.
He's not tucking it in yet.
My gosh.
How many?
No, don't do that.
Hi.
Okay,
How many can I have?
2. 2 cookies. Okay, so Bodie is going to go get his helmet and we're going to ride a little bit as well.
What does that say?
It says a couch dude sold. So that means, yeah, Nocona's kind of like being on the couch. Would you say so? Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's kind of comfy. You want to sit on her right now? You can sit on her while we wait. Okay. Now, Kat is desperately trying to get that tennis ball out of the corner there.
That's why I did it. I want that tennis ball to sing. I'm scooching back so I don't have to sit on that carpet crack. She's my love.
So no, you didn't really miss anything, Amanda. So basically, I rode Blossom earlier. This is like the longest live stream so far in history, I think, of my channel. But I rode Blossom. If you're wondering why the camera is shaking, there's Tova threw a tennis ball behind the manure sled, and the cat is desperately trying to get the tennis ball. So, and she's knocking over hitting the camera. Here.
The work's over somewhere else.
So I rode Blossom and then rode Nocona a little bit, and then Tova came out and wanted to get on, so she's on.
And then I came out.
Yeah, and you forgot your helmet. Are you riding or not riding? Go get your. He remembered the cookies, but he forgot his helmet. So yeah, both my rides so far have been great. And Nocona, Tova rode with me, so we just rode. So now Bodhi wants to ride, so I don't know if he's gonna want to ride with me or with Tova and I. So we'll see. But that is, and Nocona is really great for that. I mean, she's got her quirks, but she's pretty steady for the most part. So Bodhi's going to get his helmet, and then I'll see what he wants to do. But yeah, this is just a typical day in the barn. I figure I still have battery left, so. Of course he remembers the cookies, hey? What?
Can you get my hat? I mean, can you get my...
Come here. Come here. Come here. No, just leave it, buddy. Come here. Just come here. Just come here. You want your helmet on without the hat?
I don't think I can wear it.
Okay, come here. I want to show. Come here. Come here. Look at this. He's like, we're gonna rock some ponytails here pretty soon. Bodhi and I are gonna have a head shaving party. I'll let him shave mine, and then I'll shave his.
No, I'm gonna
Yeah.
take scissors and I'm just gonna
Oh,
cut yours.
but first I'll let Tova take scissors. Take scissors to my hair. Here, can I have that? Get your cookies.
Cookies! And they're mint girls.
One of my biggest pet peeves is when kids carry their helmet by this because it gets the straps all screwed up. I fix this more frequently than just about anything. And all kids seem to do that.
I have monkey ears. Monkey ears.
Eat your cookies before Nocona takes them.
Horses can't eat that.
I know, they're not supposed to. Are you sure you don't want your hat on?
I'm sure.
Okay.
You don't want to, you don't.
All right, so are you going to ride with both Sissy and I? Is that what we're doing?
Mm-hmm.
We're riding triple?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to sit on the back?
Tova's not going to go with me
Here,
when
chin up.
I'm doing it.
Oh, you don't want Tova on?
But then the next time, we're all going to go.
So do you want me to kick Sissy off and then you and I ride together?
You know.
Yeah? Okay.
Yes.
So if you got to ride by yourself, he gets to ride by himself.
And then we all get to ride together.
You want to ride triple too? My goodness. All right.
No,
So Tove, you got to get down.
I eat 2 turns and he gets 1.
Huh?
I eat 2 turns on the cone and he gets 1.
Well, you got to get down.
No.
You get back on after.
How are you going to get back up here?
Hey, don't pull on her face.
My turn.
We don't ever do that.
I get this
Hey, what is that right there?
That's a cat turn.
Oh, it's ew. It's black. Gross.
That is
Okay.
a cat turn.
Cody, run over.
Yeah, that is a cat turn.
You need to eat those cookies before we start moving on. Okay.
I'll have them. No. Oh, whoa.
Okay.
I'm going to see how.
Please don't do this right here though, because it's going to be really noisy. Okay. All right. So now it's Bodhi's turn.
Hello. How are you doing? My camera. I want some sit here.
my recommendation is that you're on the horse first and then you bring the child up with you because that was very complicated. Okay, let's go.
And it was scary. I thought I was
Here,
gonna.
you need to switch forward a little bit. Now remember where your hand is.
Nay!
No, don't
Nay!
do that. All right, and here's the best way to get said child off of said horse.
Mommy!
Because it's easier for the kid to get off
I want to
before. No, you're done. Because I'm done. Nocona's done. Isn't she sweet?
And she has stuff dripping from her nostrils.
Of course she does.
We just always have that.
Here, I'm going to turn her loose so she can go roll. There you go, sweetheart. You did a good job. She was very, very good. All right.
She doesn't look like Nocona.
She
She
doesn't-
looks like Trigger.
What?
Yeah.
She looks like Nocona.
She looks like Trigger.
What are you talking about, Goofy?
She does! Mommy, I've been noticing that some horses like have a bump like right before their neck.
That's called the withers. That's the part that hurts
It's
when
not
you're
a camel.
like a camel. She says, "Oh, it feels so good."
Even right here is spotted.
Yeah, she's spotted everywhere.
The skin is spotted.
Yeah.
And tiger stripes are, and tiger's skin are striped.
Yep, just like Nocona's skin is probably spotted. It's funny when you see them when she's had a bath or when she's wet, you can really tell.
Why?
Because the white hair it becomes kind of see-through, and you can see the polka dots underneath here. It's pretty cool. And she's going over to say hi to Tova.
Don't eat my hat.
Okay, well, yep, she likes to sniff you. Thank you, Lottie. We have fun. So I was not planning to do all this today, but you know what? Where did I get my saddle pad? Where did I get my bareback pad from? It's called Best Friend Bareback Pad, and they're definitely my favorites. I really, really like them. Hi. And my kids' helmets are Troxels, and I have the bareback pad and their helmets listed in my video description. Oh my gosh, I didn't see who just did that. Who just did that? Oh, Laura, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Laura just super chatted $75. That's awesome. Thank you. So, but yeah, if you're interested in, I really like the helmets that my kids have. These particular ones stay straight really well on their heads. So they've worked out very, very well for my students too. So I did list those in the video description because I have so many people ask me about the stuff that my kids wear. So they work out great. Nothing like having an indoor snowball fight. You know what's funny is somebody commented yesterday and said, in Michigan, it even snows on the inside. And I thought that was really funny because, oh my gosh, it's so true. It is so true. It's great. Tova's. Ew. Oh. Nocona's like, I'll just stand over here and look at myself in the mirror. Okay, guys, well, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to go throw my kids in the snowbank and take care of the rest of the horses. I got to do all of our feeding now. So luckily the snow has melted enough so I can get our side-by-side out in the field today. Yesterday I was able to get out there, but the day before it was a pain. We had to do everything by sled. So, okay guys, well, oh, Nocona, it does not have any draft in her. She is 100% Foundation Appaloosa. So, and her bloodlines go right back to the Nez Perce Indians. So, all right guys, thank you so much for watching. You have an awesome day and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.